All right. I think we're chilling. All right, we're going to stream on YouTube. Hello, hello. Let's see here. All right. Can you guys hear me okay? All right. I hope you guys can hear me okay. Doing the stream in 2 places. We're doing it on YouTube and we're also doing it in the Discord. So I'm gonna hop over to the Discord. All right. There we go. Hello, hello. All right. Go ahead and ping everyone so people can join up. We're going to be streaming in 2 places. Hello, hello, hello. Doing it in 2 places because it'd be easier to post the Q&A afterwards. So we're gonna do it in 2 places. I think it'd be best. That way it's recorded for me easily and then we could talk out loud. Let me double check, make sure I've got everything. Let me get my to-do list of what I'm gonna go over. Let's see here. Okay, perfect. Okay, now we're gonna give people some more time to be able to join in, tune in. All right. Yes, the ROF outfit is nice, huh? I'm not going to answer any questions just yet. I'm going to do some more stuff first, and then I'll go over the Q&A. Going to get people around. Going to do 3 minutes before we fully get started, I think. So we'll give everyone 3 minutes. There's a lot I got to kind of go over, by the way, so. Why does the Q&A switch here have a weird slow-mo? Hang on. Hang on, I think people can't see it for some reason. Hang on. Okay. Can people join now? Dude, I think someone messed with the configs. People couldn't join originally. Well, we're here now. Are you guys able to type in the stage channel? Cool. Making sure. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. There we go. I fixed it up. I think nobody was able to talk before. I blame my mods. Mods do better. Mods do better. All right, we'll get started in 2 minutes. So today I've got 9 different things to go over. So there's a lot we can talk about. I'm gonna drop some info, gonna answer some questions, gonna clear up some information so we all have a better understanding of what's going on. So everyone's aware, we're talking in the event channel on Discord, and we're also talking in the YouTube channel just to kind of see everyone's opinions. So that's what's going on. I'll try to answer the questions as best I can on both ends. I'll also let you guys know when we're going to do the Q&A part. I want to get some things out of the way first before we, what's the word for it? Before we do the Q&A. That way, hopefully I answer a lot of questions. So that's my hope. I answer questions that people have. So that's kind of the plan. We're going to go over some things, hopefully answer some questions before they're asked. I'll bring up a poll that I've actually been curious about, and then we will do the Q&A, and then that should be everything. So we'll get started in, oh, it's 3:05. Okay, we can get started. Let me drink some water, guys. Now, I apologize if I sound a little bit weird. I'm getting a little sick, I think. So my throat, you might hear I'm talking a little raspy because I'm getting sick. So I apologize. All right. Number one on the agenda. Let me pull up my doc here real quick. Okay. I'll start with the biggest question. Like, what's the progress of the update? Here's the best way I could put it. This update is huge. In my honest opinion, I think that it's bigger than Boo Saga. There's a lot that's going on in this update. Ultimately, we're pretty close to finishing all the forms. We're pretty close to finishing a lot of the missions. We're close to a lot of things. I'd say we're closer to being done than we are being not done. I can't give you guys an exact date because honestly, I don't know myself. I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. If I knew myself, you guys would see a trailer and you guys would know the date. Because if I knew, I would tell you guys. Unfortunately, I don't know. So I can't give you guys a date because I don't want to lie to you guys because I don't know. It's better for me to tell you guys that I personally don't know than it is for me to tell you a date and then break that promise. The one thing I can say is we're further along into the update being finished than we are not. There's a lot that's done, there's a lot that's close to being done, and there's maybe 1 or 2 features that haven't been started yet, but those are quicker and we can finish them really fast. That's kind of the update. If I were giving it a percentage, I would say 80%. That's my percentage. Realistically, more like 75. 75 to 80% is how close we are. I'm not going to give you guys an exact time when we'll be done because we do have some stuff left. But that's my estimation. We're close. So we'll get that out the way. We're really close. We're about 80%, 75%, one of the two numbers. So we're close. Going on to something I glossed over. I finished the one thing I wanted to mainly talk about. Number 2. I want to talk to you guys about the scale of this update. Originally, we were assuming that patch would come out pretty quick after Daima, but as we kept developing things, we started to realize, like, this update is way bigger than Boo. Way bigger than Daima. This update's huge. There's a lot of new mechanics and features that, like, you would have never thought would have made it into this game, basically. There's a lot of new cool things to do. Every single transformation that we're adding has a cutscene. We finally have a sound effect designer who's absolutely cooking with sound effects. They're incredible. We have artists coming on the team, drawing new art for the game. This update's huge. Absolutely massive. There's a lot of different things to do. If you have multiple slots, I promise you'll have content for a long time to enjoy. This is a really crazy update. There's things that I 100% know we haven't even talked about that's huge. It's bigger than space, it's bigger than Namek, it's bigger than Future, it's bigger than Earth, it's bigger than all those. It's honestly the biggest update we've done. Biggest update we've done. It's, without giving too much detail, it's huge, dude. There's so much new things. Everyone's gonna get so strong. You have no idea. In the chat, I keep telling we have a team that's specifically helping us work on passives. The amount of times we've had to tell them, no, I don't care, make it stronger, is absurd because I want everyone to be strong. Like, the amount of power you're going to get with these passives is crazy. The builds you're going to be able to make, holy dude. One of the passives is like meta breaking completely. The other one breaks that meta break. It's crazy. Like, I don't know how to say it. Like, I think this is easily like one of the top tier updates. It's so crazy. Every path is unique, dude. I don't think this has ever been done like this in this scale, at least. So that's as far as I could say for that. I might be able to talk a little bit more about it in the Q&A. We'll see. I just wanted to go over the scale of the update. It's huge. It's massive. It's a huge update. This update's crazy big. There's so much content to do. It's gonna be net, bro. Why did Sunny join? The first thing he did was, man, Sunny, mute your mic. I don't want to hear you sniffle your little nose, bro.
Bro, why you stop talking, bro?
All right. So I got that done. I'll skip over this one for now. One thing we've been doing actively is trying to balance the skills better for PvE and PvP. So we're trying to find a good balance. We have a brand new dedicated team dedicated to just balance. They've gone through every single move. I've bumped up Saiyan, Namek Saga moves, and future moves up in scale and lowered Majin slightly, which means essentially, and I think I did a poll about this, skills are now scaled more closer together, which means that even in like the end game, Saiyan Saga moves are still viable, just as Majin Buu's Saga skills are viable. Obviously, people are gonna be like, "Oh no, they're gonna nerf my attack." There's a chance, but we're buffing more than we are nerfing, essentially. There's a lot more buffs than nerfs. So there's a lot of not new moves, but you can finally start using those old moves that kind of just become kind of, nobody likes them anymore because they're weak. So a lot of these older moves are finally going to get stronger and they're going to be a lot better. Should make PvE a million times better, and it should make PvP a whole lot more fair. So I discussed that. And one thing about balance is it's going to be, I think, after release, I talked to them about it. I personally want them to be responsible for doing weekly updates to balance and these damage moves. So if anything is too strong or anything's too weak, they're going to be constantly being buffed and changed, because we're going to get weekly, at least try to get weekly or bi-weekly updates on balancing. So there's a dedicated team to that. That way they can consistently go. Wanted to bring that up. Okay. Next up, I know a lot of people are just, are wondering, oh, when's the next teaser? When's the next trailer? I'll kind of give you guys the schedule of what's planned. We have a TikTok now. I don't know if you guys saw, we showed off the Kai path. One of the Kai paths there. That was just an extra sneak. There is one more teaser coming. That teaser is coming. Well, if you guys get the TikTok to 5,000 followers, I'm going to drop it this coming Friday. If you guys don't, you guys will have to wait until next week Friday. So next week Friday, the 19th, would be when you guys get that teaser. The trailer, when I drop the trailer, I'm going to drop the shutdown for maintenance. So essentially, once that teaser is done, that's the final big teaser. The teaser shows off two paths, I guess, as to what's coming. So that's the teaser. The trailer is going to showcase a little bit of everything. So the trailer is going to be pretty big. I'm going to invest more time into it and show a little bit more than I have in the previous times. So that'll be cool. But just know that when I drop that trailer is going to have the maintenance time of when the game's going to be shut down for maintenance. Not the release date, but the shutdown for maintenance. So that's kind of the plan for the teasers of trailers if you're curious about wanting to see more. Okay, that's I think everything I needed. Or is my mic good, by the way? Am I coming out clear for everyone? Can you guys hear me okay? Yeah? Okay, I'm seeing a lot of yes. Okay, cool. Making sure. The next thing, I wanted to address this because we've gotten a lot of people in our DMs and a lot of people talking in general chat. So I think it'd be better for me to be transparent and clear, I guess, about it. There's a couple of dev specs in game, and there's a couple of leaks going around of alleged transformations for the paths. just to go over them. If you see any form and they don't have a cutscene or they don't have like a really nice aura particle, it's old and not coming at all. Any like videos of like Super Saiyan God, Blue or Rose or something is basically just really, really, really old. So to the fact that it's completely like different. It's so different. So if you saw any leaks that look like those, they're not fake because they were old stuff, but the whole team's new. Everything has a cutscene, everything has new animations, visuals, etc. If you see anything like that, they're fake. To go over some dev specs, because I know people take screenshots of some of the devs and their dev specs and they send them around. I'm going to go over the list of dev specs. One dev spec that's no longer used, that hasn't been used in a while, but was existing, was an old Super Saiyan Rose dev spec, which was around in 2021. That's old. It's been disabled completely. The dev spec no longer exists, but if you see something Super Saiyan Rose related, it's an old dev spec. One of the more common dev specs you'll see is Ultra Ego. It's fake. It's not the real one. It's just a dev spec that was made way back when. It's just something random. So that's not real at all. When we do Ultra Ego, it'll have a whole cutscene, unique animation effect, etc. It'll be crazy. There's another dev spec that's lesser known, but it's also a dev spec. Some people might have seen a little video of like Beast. It's not Beast. It's just white hair and an aura that just looks like Beast, but it's not Beast at all. It's a dev spec. We don't use it in public often, but somehow someone got a video of it. It was just a test for when one of the devs was correction. It was me because I was trying to figure out how to make forms. I made that. It's just a dev spec. It's never coming. It looks mid. Real Beast will look a million times better. So just wanted to kind of go through that just to avoid some confusion. If you guys see any of those sneaks around, they're irrelevant. The only sneaks that are official will be from us directly. We're not going to go around and say, oh, we're hiding anything. We're showing off everything we want to show off. And you'll see what we mean because the quality of what's coming out is way different than what you see anybody post. All right. Let's see here. Okay. The next thing I want to go over is what's after pass. A lot of people are sitting here wondering, what are we going to do after it? I want to discuss how the teams are going to be split. Right now, we have a good amount of people working on the game, and there's going to be a better way to do updates in the future. This is I wouldn't say the last huge update, but probably the last like massive update in a long, long time. After this, the team is being split up into different, what's the word for it? Different teams of like release schedules, essentially. So we're going to have 2 people on the team, and they're going to be responsible for doing either weekly or bi-weekly updates, which will consist of small content additions, fights, quality of life features, small mechanics just to do consistent updates. So everyone has we keep dropping updates essentially. So it's a team of 2 people dropping consistent updates every 1 to 2 weeks. Then you have the mid-tier update devs, I guess we'll call them. We'll put them in tiers. Actually, it's unfair to call them tiers, but it's like stages, like stage 1 devs, stage 2 devs, stage 3 devs. Stage 2 devs are responsible for monthly updates. They'll be doing rewrites, lag fixes, general improvements, overhauls, fixes, etc. So essentially, once a month, the goal is to drop a massive lag improvement, mechanic rework, mechanic revamp, rewrite, etc., to make the game less laggy and more better for performance. Sorry if I'm wording this wrong, but it's better for me to kind of. I'm stuttering a little bit. Sorry. Then you have the stage 3 team, which will be the ones who are working on the next path update. Because obviously when we drop paths, you're going to get the first stage of forms and there's second stage and third stage. Stage 3 are working on more saga content. They're working on more path forms, and they're going to work on just the big picture stuff, which will be released in anywhere from 3 to 6 month periods. So that's the plan for big content stuff. There's a plan for mid-content stuff where it's rewrites and lag improvements, and there's weekly to bi-weekly stuff, stuff planned that will give you guys consistent updates to do more things in the game in general. So that's the best way I can kind of discuss that and disclose how we're going to be working updates after this update. This is the last, full team update, I guess you could say, that requires everyone to be working on one concise goal. So let me clear that out. Okay. I think it's time for some questions. Let's do some questions. How should we do this? Can people request to speak in the stage? No? Okay. I'm going to allow 5 to 6 people to request to speak. Whoa, who enabled that? Nope. I never said to enable it. I'm going to enable... Okay. I'm going to enable it in a couple seconds, so everyone prepare. I want it to be, fair so everyone can click it to request to speak at the same time. We're going to get maybe to 5 to 8 people to come in and ask questions. So I'm going to enable them on my go, and then whoever I see first will be able to come in here. All right. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh, okay. We got a nice fill up. All right. Gonna let it fill up a little bit. We got a lot of questions coming. Okay. Gonna go down the list as best I can. Just so everyone's aware when you join. If you take longer than like 10 seconds to start saying something, I'm just going to move on to the next person. The one question I can't answer is what form is race getting? And I can't answer when is the update. Number one, I don't know when the update is. Number two, I still want you guys to be surprised about some stuff that's coming. So you can ask me some questions about stuff you've seen, but you can't ask me if, when's the update coming or what's coming with this certain race or whatever. So those are the 2 no-goes that I'm not answering. So now I'm going to start letting people come in and speak. We're going to start with Kiryu Kazuma 2005. Invite to speak. We'll see if he accepts. Okay, there he is. Can you unmute? There you go.
All right, so you said with the patch update that they will receive new passes, right? So will the new passive, will it replace or will it be stacked on top of the current passive that we have with our race?
That's a good question. The passive is being stacked on top of your current race passive. So you have 2 passive abilities.
Oh, that's pretty cool, actually. Oh, shit.
Yeah, so there's going to be a lot of crazy builds that you can accomplish. You'll get, for example, you know what? I'm not going to spoil it just yet. Maybe I'll go over some at the end. We'll see.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you, Kazuma. Appreciate it. All right. Next up, we got Dairy Ghost 59. What a name, dude. Dairy Ghost.
Yeah. I wanted to ask, with the future updates, are we going to get changes to things like giving races variants, like how the yard rats, there's the 2 kinds of them?
Okay, that's a good question. Yeah, that's something we've actually considered, like yard rats having like the different head. We don't have any plans for it currently, but we do want to do some changes to some of the races to make them better. I know one of the things we talked about in the dev team was we wanted to make some of the previous TOEFL forms look a lot better. So slowly over time, we're going to go through races and make them better. Maybe some cutscenes for some of the transformations. And just kind of not overhauling, but improving each of the previous races. So that's a good question. Thank you, Derry.
Thank you.
Next up, Raccoon 6890.
All right. I wanted to know about, I heard something about there would be a new set of Dragon Balls, and I was curious if you would be able to answer what would that set do. Not exactly the wishes, but would it be which type of Dragon Balls exactly?
Chang, do we want to reveal that?
Yeah, it's the Black Star. Not the Black Star, the corrupted Dragon Balls.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you. That's really sick.
All right. To the honest, appreciate it. Employing Broom A. Oh, I know this guy. He's gonna bring up some numbers. Watch. Oh, I think he refused. Okay, he didn't come in. RIP him. All right. Next up, Gokuru 0.
Yo, I technically have 2 questions. Is that okay, or do you prefer I just stick with one?
I prefer if you stick with one, but if they're short questions, I'll allow you to do two.
One slightly longer, one shorter. I'll go with the long one first.
Okay.
So once this paths update is done and out, and balance updates, latency updates are coming out, are you guys wanting to do GT Saga, Super Saga, or like a Hero slash Xenoverse next? Like a big update?
Well, the best way I could answer it is that there's no particular order for us after what we've done already with Daima. So in this update, you'll see a mix.
Mm-hmm.
That's as vague as I can describe it without giving you too much info. But there's a lot of mixed content coming, and I think it'll be entertaining to see. What's your small question?
My small question is Namekians ever going to get buffed? Please.
Oh, yeah, they're OP. All right, man, take it easy.
Thank you.
Yeah, Namekians are going to be Namekians are going to be horrible to fight, dude. All right, XOAO. What's up, dude?
Okay, hello. I wanted to ask if Kais are going to have say, stuff such as like angels and gods and stuff like that as form paths.
No.
Have to see.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Wait, hold on. Go check your DMs.
Let's see. Let me check my DMs real quick. Yeah, I'm down. We could do that. Let's answer some more questions first, and we can talk about that in a second. Okay. Let me show requests. We'll do Nova.
Hi, so my question mainly was, will every race get a path? I know there's general paths, but I'm assuming the general paths are there mostly for races you can't think of to get a path.
The way it works, the three races that aren't getting a path is Yardrat, Canaston, and Bojack. Bojack might get a path in the future. For now, none. The general path can be picked by any race whatsoever. So even races that have paths can get the general paths, and same with Canastons, Yardrats, and Bojacks. Bojack will eventually get one. Canastons and Yardrats are probably never going to get a path of their own.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, we'll do Logan the Brawler next.
Yo, what's up? All right, I'm sad I can't ask multiple questions, but I guess I'll go with this one. Is it going to affect our base power at all when we get a path?
Your base power, no. The only thing I could really dictate is the path passives that are coming are like crazy strong. In a sense of like they'll completely like change the way a fight goes because of how strong they are. The amount of
Yeah, you can't just
Gotcha.
you can't just link for every single fight.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually interesting that you just said that.
Yep. All right, thanks, Logan.
All right, thanks.
How do I mute audience? Let's see here. PhilX22. Come on in.
Yo, I just have a small question related to more specifically. Oh, I forgot. Sorry, I'm just a bit nervous, but like, it's not exactly related to which path gets each form, but more like, what do you plan next for the primal path for Saiyans? Because I always wondered this kind of two routes that I always thought about, like the Dragon Ball AF, like Super Saiyan 5 and all that shit, or the official that could be Super Saiyan for Limit Breaker and all that stuff.
Well, the best thing I could say is we've fully planned that one out, and I think we've chosen a route into which everyone will be happy with what they get for Primal. That's the best I can answer without giving too much detail. But don't worry, we've got stuff in the works. All right, Mitchell the Saiyan. Mitchell?
Yep, I'm here. Do you guys ever plan on adding like free, spaces for people to chill and not fight? like no PvP zones, just so people can just chill and not worry about getting AFK killed.
That's something I think one time we brought up. We brought up another mechanic to make it better. At some point with the clans update, we were considering doing like a clan area where you can not fight and just hang out with clan members and stuff. That's, I think, as most as safe zone as there is. The other thing we were considering was like spawn protection, so where you spawn, you can't get like insta killed by, you know, a frost demon floating in the air spamming supernovas every 10 seconds.
Yeah, because I've seen that be a big problem within the community.
Mhm.
Also, speaking of clans, y'all guys plan on adding a way to check clan points?
Yeah. We've got something planned for that. Yeah, thank you.
All right. Thanks
Take it easy.
for having me.
All right, Molten Swapper next.
Hi, can you hear me?
Hello, yeah.
Okay, so a question is more like, are y'all planning to, like, you know, add ability to change paths if you like want to try a different path, or like want to return to the old one?
For now, no.
Yeah, for now, no. There might be a plan to add that as a mechanic far in the future, but as far as paths go, once you select one, that's kind of the final choice. The idea is that when you select your path, you're kind of like you're committed at that point. You know, you finally finalize your character. Like that's the big final decision before your character's like, okay, I'm done with this character. This is exactly what I want for him.
Okay, I get it. Thanks.
Iron Boss 10.
Oh shit! All right. Hello.
What's up?
Okay, so there was one thing I was wondering. With the trailer, you said you're showing a little bit of everything. Are we only going to know one path for every race, or are we going to know about multiple paths for every race?
The idea is for when release, and as far as the trailer goes as well, the trailer is going to show a little bit of everything. And I mean, it's going to not show like cutscenes, but it might show like how some forms look and stuff. As far as knowing what's coming,
I was gonna say you won't see all the forms, but you'll definitely see a couple more that you haven't seen yet. Maybe a sand form or two.
Because one of the things I was go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say the as far as knowing about how to get them and stuff, that will come inside the update log, and we're only gonna give a hint of how to start it. We're not really gonna tell you guys how to obtain them. That'll be for players to discover and figure out on their own.
All right, sweet. Because I was just mainly curious about Namekian and other paths and stuff like that.
For sure.
So I was wondering if we were going to see those.
All right. To the audience. Oh, great. Bobby and Era. I don't know, guys.
Bobby.
You know what? We'll give him a chance. He has 5 seconds to make a good point. All right. He has been invited. We'll see. Give him 5 seconds. Go ahead, Bobby.
How's it going?
Hello.
What's up with the booze?
What's up with the what? Man, you don't ask a question in 5 seconds.
I have a question. Unfortunately, I can't get to everyone in my chat because I'm also streaming, so I'm sorry, chat. But my big question really was there are races that aren't going to get like all their paths maybe at the start, or races that eventually like Bojack's will get a path. Are you giving a free path redo to those paths, like, or like what? Are they just shit out of luck?
Yeah, that would be something we would do. We would hate it if, you know, we dropped a path, like a new path for someone, and, you know, they're kind of, they're kind of just locked. It'd be a little unfair. So yeah, if you're one of the, if we add a path to your race, then yeah, you would get like a token that you can choose to use in order to reset your path, or maybe a code that gives you like a time frame that you can just write down so you can reset it.
And then super duper quickly. There's like hidden content in the game, and then like bugged moves that never got fixed, like the Daima ultimate that came out that never got fixed, or how Super Final Flash was in the patch notes but never came out. And then like hidden fighting styles that are like hidden in the game but never came out, or stuff like that. Like, are we hopefully going to get those soon?
Yeah, we've got plans. That's why we're splitting the team up a little bit so we can kind of get more ground covered. Bye, Bobby. Gotta get him out of here. We start asking like 10 different questions. All right, we'll go with B Demon 75 next. Yo.
All right. I got two quick questions. One, the legendary path. Is it going to be more so Broly or Kale?
It's gonna be a mixture of all three.
Yeah, like every single legendary Saiyan.
Okay, and second question. Are you guys ever going to add controller support to PC?
At some point.
Eventually.
Maybe.
Good enough for me. Thank you very much.
All right. That's kind of rude, bro. Just started clapping.
Excited, but
you should have kicked that nigga out the moment he did that.
You ruined my mood. Now I'm not going to take any more questions for a little bit. We're going to go on pause. Reveal something that's coming to the update. Someone asked a question earlier about Namekians. Are Namekians going to get a buff? Yes, base Namekians are going to get a buff, not just with paths. Something that's coming to Namekians that'll be available to them immediately is Namekian assimilation.
Wait. It actually won't come to them immediately.
That's right.
You'll still have to do their,
yeah.
You'll still have to do one of their Namekian path quests.
Yeah, you'll still have to do a quest, but you'll be able to access assimilation. As best as I can describe it, picture absorb, but only for Namekians with Namekians. So you'll be able to assimilate with another Namekian to get their power. And it's not limited to just one. You'll be able to fuse with multiple Namekians. And yes, it is as strong as absorption, if not better. The debuff is, you have to get another Namekian to do it. Yeah. Good luck fighting some Namekians who are gonna be with other Namekians. Good luck. You're gonna fight a whole boss battle. Someone pinged me and said, "I hate you, Greg." You know what, man? I'm turning you into Kanasa for telling me that, bro. All right. Let's see here. Answer the questions. Okay. Now we're gonna do some more questions in chats. So on my go, I'm gonna start reading questions typed out. So we have a slow mode of how long? 30 seconds. You guys bump that up for 5 minutes temporarily? Let me know when you guys bump it up for 5 minutes. If you guys don't want your question to get ignored, I wouldn't type for a little bit. When I say go, I'm going to start reading questions. I'm going to count down. It's a 5-minute cooldown, so just a fair warning. Don't type until I'm ready. I see people still typing. I'm going to wait for everyone to calm down a little bit. All right. I'm going to count down on my go. I'm going to start, whatever question I see first, I'm going to start going down the list answering it. I'm going to try to go between the Discord and the YouTube live that's going on together at the same time. I'm going to try my best. So on my go. 3, 2, 1, go. Jesus. All right. Let's go up. All right. We're first going to start with a YouTube question. Are bios getting absorption? We don't have any plans for bios to get absorption anytime soon. Going over to the Discord, when are we getting more female hairs? I don't know. It's hard to dictate that because there's already a lot of hairs. It'd be a lot of work to have more female hairs, so it's something to consider,
and the person who makes the forms also do the hairs.
Yeah.
So they'll be splitting their time.
So right now, the better use of their time would be to make the forms instead of making more hairs. I think we can all kind of agree on that. All right. Will you do something to make the game more playable, like 1 in 7 chance of Shadow Dragon spawning per wish, like Sir? Geez, what a question. We do have plans to make some more playable or repeatable content that's PvE oriented. Right now, the game is heavily focused on PvP replayability, but we want to add more PvE replayability that gives people quick comeback. Majority is realistically PvE that play the game. So I think we should pay more attention to that community a little bit and kind of figure out a good intermediate for there. When will the black market come? That's probably one of the first things we're going to work on after PAFs drops, and it's what it's going to be like what one of the teams gets started on. Probably the stage 1 team. They'll kind of be doing the black market system. When is Blaze the Flame 09 getting banned? Hopefully soon. Nobody likes Blaze. I'm kidding. We love you, Blaze. You're a good kid. Is Great Ape going to be confirmed at the update, or is it going to be a move for Great Ape? I think Great Ape is already in the game. Will Kai's auras match their Keyblades and their Rose form aura? I don't think we're going to implement that. I think it'll be better for people to kind of pick and choose what they want instead of forcing them to be recolorable. Maybe at some point we'll do a Keyblade that gets colored based on your key, but that'll be an individual item for them. Mobile support when, and are we getting death animations or sounds? Mobile support we talk about, it'll be really hard to do mobile support. It's not something we don't want to do. It's more so it's something that's like super challenging to do. If we ever do mobile support, the first thing that'll come out would be controller support for mobile. So people with mobile device can play on a controller and play the game. But for now, go ahead.
Oh, you can continue. I was going to say something after.
I was just saying, right now we don't have any like concrete plans for mobile support.
Someone was asking a question, asking if there's going to be a new map. There won't be a new map. It's more for an expansion of certain places.
Correct, yeah.
And new Namek as well.
Yes, new Namek will come with the update. It looks crazy good. Let's see here. Will some paths be stronger than others? Not necessarily. The multipliers are realistically basically the same. What will be different will be passives that you get, and it's realistically up to your playstyle to determine what passive will be better for you. When do you think you'll organize clan events? We've got the clan manager coming back from a trip soon, and they're going to start hosting events once they get back. Weird question. I'm not going to answer that. Let's see here. What is the bio-android path inspired from? Assuming you mean the god path, the idea is it's going to take characteristics of every race that's part of the bio-android itself, like Cell. So obviously God would be the first one because it's copying the Saiyan genes. Let's see here. Will you add tuffleization? It would be cool. Yes, we are adding tuffleization. Let's see here. Are there plans to add more character slots? I think we talked about it at some point. I think we wanted up to 16, but I'm not sure if we're doing that this update or not. Can you permanently fail at obtaining a certain path? Permanently, no, but you can fail. If you do fail, for some of them, you'll be on cooldown. For some of them, you have to redo something. For some of them, you'll have to do something to try again. It depends on the path. Is the map bigger than Boost Saga, more detailed? As far as map goes, like Cheng said, only map expansions. Nothing is bigger per se. What I can say about Namek is it's not necessarily, while it is a bigger Namek, it's also a more organized Namek. So right now in Namek, the big problem with Namek is the quest, you're going basically from one side of the planet to the other side and back again. And it takes forever to do your quest because everything's just so far apart. This update, the quests are in a better organizational space, which means that you'll go from quest 1 to quest 2 a lot better because everything's kind of in a better organization. Is the NPC AI going to get a rework? At the moment, no. To be quite frank, the NPC AI is easily like the hardest thing for us to change. Something that was changed about it is NPCs will spam a lot less. We've applied cooldowns, like player cooldowns, to the moves they use as well. So now you'll see them spam a lot less when it comes to their moves. So they did become a little bit easier, but at the same time, there's no big plans to do any changes right now. Let's see here. Are we getting the Halloween boss back this year for Halloween clothes, moves, and forms? We haven't really talked much about Halloween yet. We always do something for Halloween. I think that's like DBOG's biggest, or sorry, Dragon Generation's biggest event. We will be doing something, but it won't be like how we did last one. It'll be different. Let's see here. Is Namekian assimilation permanent? No. Namekian assimilation is active until your character either dies or you leave the game. Will paths have form mastery, and can you say anything about limit breaking? Yes, actually, that's a good point. I should bring that up. Paths will have form mastery to them, same with form perfection. About limit breaking, it is most likely going to be pushed up to the very next update after paths. So limit breaking is not coming with paths, but it will come like right after. Reason being is we want to think of more methods to limit break your forms, and we don't have enough planned or discussed yet. So that'll be the first thing we do realistically after paths is drop limit breaking. So limit breaking's been pushed a little bit, but it's still coming like right after. That's like the next thing we're gonna do. Let's see here. Are paths getting special moves? Short answer, yes. Long answer, it'll be a surprise. We'll keep it a secret, unless Chang, you want to talk about it now.
You could talk about it a bit.
All right. Big reveal. For the people in their paths, you're not just getting path passives. Essentially, almost, if not all, forms, specific forms, are getting something called a technique. What is technique? On your T slot, that used to be power-ups. It used to be able to give you like an extra little attack or an extra move. Those are fine enough, but they were OP. They didn't really do much. That has been changed to techniques. A lot of stuff that exists are just going to slowly start moving to techniques because they're unique enough to be able to fit there. But some of these path forms are each going to get a unique technique that only that form can use. Example, the one that obviously would make sense. If you activate Super Saiyan God, your technique slot will be filled in with the skill Godbind. It's OP. All I can say, it's got a long cooldown. It's basically like a mini ultimate. Technique is a unique mechanic that certain forms get. Yeah. T will now be technique in the game, so they'll no longer be called power-ups, and forms will fill them out. I think most, if not all, actually have an active. We call them active abilities, essentially, or active techniques. Yeah, they're crazy. They're gonna make or break a fight, essentially. Like if you pop out your technique and you land it, or you can use it properly, you're gonna be doing some crazy damage. Let's see here. Do you guys plan on reworking the game's UI? That's something we've been talking about. We're gonna be looking into that, to be honest. That would be one of our medium-sized updates we want to do. Excuse me, no big plans yet, but that's something we want to do. I'm still trying to read in between YouTube questions and Discord questions. Let's see here. Oh, good question. Is mastery going to be the same, or is it going to be easier to master the path forms? Mastery was made better. There's also some verbiage changes to mastery that make more sense. I'd have to talk to one of the devs, Crimson. He changed the wording on some of them. So the moves that are unmastered, this verbiage changes. So form mastery is also like in form perfecting have verbiage changes to make it make more sense, but it'll also come with it'll be easier. Like form mastery bars has been significantly changed. Before, like you can only use Super Saiyan 3 for like 5 seconds. That's been changed. It'll last a lot longer unmastered, but the strain bar will still exist. So it's been made a lot better because that bar lasts a lot longer. Let's see here. Is there going to be a change to the Dragon Ball mechanics? Yes, we have something we plan on doing to make Dragon Balls easier, but still kind of maintain, I wouldn't say the difficulty of it, but maintain the grind that is Dragon Ball hunting. I don't want to go into too much detail until it comes out. Let's see here. Let's see here. I'm going to look for something. Let's see here. Look for good questions. I don't want to answer simple questions that anybody can guess or some things I can't answer. Let's see here.
You want to answer more voices?
Yeah, we could do more voice questions. Let's do that. Let's pick up some more voices. Let's show a request to speak. We'll start with unknown user 008. You know, I think I'm going to do is I'm going to remove all the requests to speaks and start letting people come in fresh. Hello.
Okay, he's not here. We'll move on.
Move to audience.
I'm here. Wait a minute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Hello.
yeah. I was on mute. Sorry. I have a quick question.
Yes.
Since pets seems like the end of the updates, what do you plan after? Like in terms of update, like a event like Christmas, crossovers. What's the idea after pets?
The idea after paths is to get limit breaking out. That's like goal number 1 after paths. After that, it's kind of just going to be like, we have a lot of stuff we can work on that we've been wanting to add. It's just a matter of like picking and choosing what we want to add.
Oh, I see. That's my question. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, I'm trying to clear out some people here. Finally unmasked. We'll let you come in here. I think this is starting to look new. Okay.
Oh, don't accept that, dude.
Goodness.
No.
Oh my goodness.
Right now,
I'm finally here. It's too late. It's too late. All right. The people
You know
gotta
how
know.
quick you could go on mute, bro?
When is Green Cow Can come into the game?
All right. Next question. Phoenix Hunter 489. Big Max Demotum.
So, just have simple question.
All right.
All your time working on this game, what have you found to be the most interesting part of it?
Making the forms.
Yeah, I think making the forms is probably like coming up with all the passes for me is so far like one of the more enjoyable things. Sonny, what would you say? Bro?
Making the forms and the moves as well. That are specific
to probably the abilities they get.
Where? Oh, there you have it. Thank you, Phoenix.
All right. Thanks for bringing me up.
Mr. 2 Mira. Sit up, but here, at the desk.
I was going to ask how you're going to handle forms that have 2 different styles to them, like Super Saiyan 4 with a GT and a Daima look.
For that one, it's a secret soul string.
No, it's a skin.
Yeah, it's basically a cosmetic skin. If you have a body type, it'll dictate which form of Super Saiyan 4 you have I believe we can tell people it's body style 4, right? Am I right on that,
Yeah.
Ren? It's body style 4. I'm pretty sure it's 4. Shank said yeah. Yes, Diamond. Yeah. So if you
It
have
has its
body,
own unique animation and everything as well.
yeah, if you have body style 4, you have a unique animation and cutscene and everything for Super Saiyan 4. For the female Saiyans, the body type 3 allows you to have Diamond Super Saiyan 4, and it's instead of regular Super Saiyan 4.
That's pretty cool. Nice.
All right, thank you, Mir.
No, actually, I have a question of my own. Now that you mention it.
Okay.
Since talking about that form, what possibly happens when two different kinds of them fuse with each other? How does the appearance come out?
I think Red had a unique way of doing that.
Yeah, I think
Alexa.
Red has a unique, like a specific look specifically for that fusion.
I'm not quite sure how to
Why is Alexa talking? Alexa, stop! You're not asking questions. My bad, y'all. Alexa wanted to know more about paths. Right, next up, greetings to event.
Wow, I just. Oh, all right. Okay. That might just be okay to ask. For the obtain methods for paths, do you plan to be more series accurate, or will it be more about player effort in game?
Hybrid. Some of them are more series related, but obviously we don't know how some of them are obtained, period, or some of them just don't make sense. So for it to make sense in the game, we have to do some unique changes to make it seem more, gameplay oriented.
All right, thank you.
Heaven's Cloud 360.
Hello.
Hello.
So my question was about obtaining paths, actually.
Okay.
So obviously there's going to be a general method of how you actually get into that path, but then the forms paths, like say going from Super Saiyan God to Super Saiyan Blue, are you going to have to do like something special to get that next form, or is it just going to be a level thing like Super Saiyan to Super Saiyan 2?
Well, it will probably be a level thing. It depends on the path as well. Certain paths will have to have a unique way about going about it, but majority of them you'll just need to reach the level.
Yeah, we haven't fully come up with things for like after the first stage of paths. We're still more kind of worried on initial attainment being more unique.
Fair enough.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
All right, True Blue Speedster.
Hello.
Hello.
All right. So I got two questions. Main one, how long are the passives for path forms? Are they like short one sentence things, or is it like a full paragraph?
What do you mean?
I get his question. He's asking
okay.
How detailed are the abilities? Like, are some of them like?
Yeah, is it just like a simple one-liner, or is it like something that you really have to think about and it's a lot more complex than that?
I'd say it's like a hybrid. They're not like simple in the sense of like, it's like, 2 times damage. It's more like.
Okay, that's what I was hoping for. I was hoping it wasn't just like a lame stat buff and it was something crazy.
It'll tell you like exactly like what it is, how to achieve it, or like how it functions, and it'll be more descriptive.
All right, sweet. That's what I was really hoping for. And second, can we get a casino update? I just want to gamble, man. I just want to gamble.
All right, buddy.
Hey, bro, Roblox will change your age ratings back to 17.
It would. Who wants to roll for races? I think that'd be a good feature. Roll for Saiyan, 1% chance mythical race. All right, next up, Demon Gamer 52.
Hi, how is everyone doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing good as well. So my question is, when the black market update is out, what are some of the items that are going to be specific to that? Like, why would you want to go to the black market? Why would you want to go there?
So the game has dropped a lot of limiteds that are no longer in rotation. Like, there's a lot of items and accessories that got put into the game for maybe 3 days max and then removed. a lot of people missed out on a lot of those. So we want the black market to be a chance for you to reobtain some of those old limiteds. There's almost like 30 to 40 like different items that are limited. Some of them like there's fewer than 100 out. So we want people to have a chance to get those again.
All right, thank you so much. And I have one more quick question.
Okay.
Are we getting any like demon sneaks anytime soon? Because I really like the demon race in the game, and I think it's one of the coolest.
Actually,
like, are we getting any sneaks for that?
We will be soon.
Yeah, you'll see. You'll see. We got stuff planned. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right. Telemon like ZZZ111. Dude, can you got a shorter name? No, that's come on over, dude.
Yeah, sorry about my name. I gotta change that soon. My question is for things like that appeared in Dragon Ball Superheroes, like Super Saiyan 3 Rose, would those stuff be planned?
Huh?
What?
For things that appeared in Dragon Ball Superheroes, such as Super Saiyan 3 Rose, would those be planned for pass?
There's a possibility.
Yeah, it's a possibility. It's hard to kind of pick and choose what we want to do when there's so much like fan stuff, non-canon stuff, etc. So we'll see what happens.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Next up, iconographs.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
So my question is, for lag, like for controller, there's a glitch where if you block and you try and punch after, it'll try and force you to grab. Is there anything to stop that from happening in the future?
At some point, we have an update that's coming out that'll be 100% dedicated to console. So we're going to be going over like everything with console and making improvements to it in that one update. As a team, I'd rather certain people focus purely on console than just like throw in fixes here and there, and it just becomes sloppy. So I'd rather do a console update where it's like specifically for console to make it a lot better.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. All right. I'll do 3 or 4 more. I'm getting tired of yapping. Arc Destroyer. Arc Zero Destroyer. Arc Destroyer?
Yo.
Yo.
So my question, I have 2 if that's okay. They're really quick.
Yeah.
So number 1, what is your favorite part about the update that's coming out?
Easily the abilities.
Game lady. And the second one, is there going to be like any secret paths or like hidden details or anything like that?
Secret paths, no, but like I said, we're not really giving players instructions on how to complete the paths and obtain the forms. A lot of them are multi-step. So we're going to tell you guys where to start, but we won't tell you guys where to finish.
Okay, sweet. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you. Red said, nah, forms. What do you mean? Abilities? Screw abilities. Dude, those abilities are crazy, dude. They're going to change the game entirely. I don't want to talk about one, but I don't know which one I want to pick.
Yeah, I don't know which one to pick either.
They're all crazy. Let's see here. Let me pull out the Google Doc. Let's see here.
Do you want to talk about a Saiyan one or a different race?
I mean, yeah, I'm kind of tempted to talk about a Saiyan one. We could choose Primal, Legendary, or God. Which one of the 3? Should we do a poll? Yeah, let's do a poll. Let's do a poll. Create a poll. And the poll will be in the Discord, the event channel. Which path passive to reveal? Hang on, I'm going to do a poll. Primal, God, Legendary. Duration, let's do it as quick as we can. Okay. Poll says like 5 minutes. Not even 5 minutes. We'll do like a minute. Vote now. Go, vote, 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 vote. You got a minute left. Vote. I'm going to end the poll in a couple of seconds here. In 10, 9, 8. I don't even think it matters. Primal's winning by like both of them combined. Holy. Okay, yeah, it's clear to see that Primal's going to win. All right. Primal gets it. The Primal Path passive. All right, get ready. The passive for Primal. Its name is Combat Ready. What it does, you gain a 1% temporary damage boost in both key and melee attack per kill, up to a stack of 40% damage boost. On death, it resets to 0%, and it goes down by 1% every minute. That means kill 40 NPCs, you gain 40% more damage. As well as, while in combat, every 30 seconds, the damage boost goes up by an additional 2%, and it caps at 20%. All in all, if you're able to successfully complete both of them, you will have a not permanent, but a 60% damage boost, period, that stacks on top of your multiplier. That is the Primal passive. So you will be dealing up to 60% more damage if you successfully meet the criteria for Combat Ready.
If you're a hybrid, it's weaker, by the way.
Yes, if you're a hybrid and you have Super Saiyan 4, it is technically weaker because your additional normal passive is stronger.
Yeah.
So it's really OP for PvE. It's not as powerful for PvP, but obviously the longer the fight goes, the stronger you're getting, and it'll be applied, period. So realistically, a 20% boost, so a 1.2x multiplier, period, is going to be kind of crazy. Because that also stacks on top of your already existing increased melee damage. So imagine, I mean, if we do some math, let's do some math here. It's like, that's him doing 200 damage per punch. Let's see here. Let me pull out a calculator. You know what? We'll do some damage. Let's say I'm doing 200 per punch. Multiply that by 2 times. So that's 400 damage a punch. Multiply that by 1.2. Essentially, if you're fully maxed out, that's 480 per punch if you're only doing 200 damage. Period. And that's without the 40% boost. With the 40% boost, that's 200 times 2 for red health times 1.6. That's 640 damage per punch. And that's just one punch, by the way. Obviously, you know, you do an attack and it's like 20 punches. So it's a crazy boost. It's dangerous. It's slept on. It'll be better for PvE than it is PvP, but PvP it's still pretty strong. So that's the path passive for Super Saiyan 4. It's gonna be strong. And don't get me wrong, the other passives are just as strong. Some people are saying it's bad. We've tested it. It's really not bad at all. You have to play with it to really see how strong it can get. It makes you... It's kind of crazy how strong it is. Don't forget it's also for key. And it's also for melee. So it's going to be crazy for PvE. That's the one we'll go through. I won't do any more. But that's kind of a skill of how strong they can get. You got to think about it in every single direction. They can get pretty strong. All right, we'll take 2 more people to ask questions. Let's pick Super Kai SSJ2. Invite to speak.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh yeah. So I was wondering, will the Tuples legend form be removed, and for the Tuples path, will it be like Hachiak, or like what if Baby got Super Saiyan 4?
What?
Sorry, I understand your question. You said, is a legend form being removed?
Yeah, for Tuples.
How would they be removed?
Yeah, I don't think we remove that.
Oh, okay. All right, that's my question.
They got a revamp, if you were wondering, the model revamp.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
All right, well, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
All right, thanks.
I think bro was underwater. All right, next
He's looking
up,
for
King...
the Dragon Balls.
Yeah, he's looking for the Dragon Ball. King OZ SW Philly. King OZ Philly.
Yo, what's up? So
Yo,
one
yo.
question.
Actually, I'm sorry. Just two quick questions. Are you guys possibly adding the Frieza full power form or the Tuffle Golden Grade 8 form that Baby went in the show?
Here's Frieza full power.
Yeah, I can't answer the second question because I don't remember, to be honest. But yeah, Frieza full power is coming to the game with this update.
It is? Thank you.
Yes, sir.
That's
Thank
all.
you. Take
Have
it
a good
easy.
one.
No problem. We'll do one more. Dark Jar 124509. That's the last one.
Hello.
Hello.
My question is, will there be any more races coming in the future after Paths?
Not anytime soon, but we do have some races we do consider adding.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. All right, I think that's enough questions to ask. Yeah, hopefully we answered a lot of questions. Hopefully everyone kind of knows what's going on, what's going to happen. If you'd like to go over and re-listen to what's going on, the event will be uploaded to the YouTube channel, the one I have. I'll link the video afterwards. Again, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. We look forward to getting this update out to you guys. Trust me, we're more desperate to get this thing out than you guys want it. Like, we really want this update out. We've been waiting on this update ourselves. Coming up soon, it'll be a year since Chang took over as owner and I, stepped up to more the management position. So it's been a long time coming. We're getting close to that 1 year mark. When we came in, you guys have seen a complete change in how these updates are going. Getting consistent updates, content updates. We finally pushed out Boo Saga. We've dropped several updates. If you look at the game now and you compare it to what it looked like before, completely different. So we're happy with we're happy to be able to deliver this game and actually push it to be what it could be, So slowly but surely, we're getting caught up. We're finally about to get caught up. We're on that final stretch. We should, once this paths are out, you'll see more consistent updates. You'll see balance changes constantly. You'll see a lot of stuff going on. Thank you again, everyone, for tuning in. I really appreciate everyone. Again, without you guys, this game wouldn't be alive. So really, I appreciate you guys. So again, thank you everyone for tuning in. I appreciate everyone who joined. Thank you for the questions. Love talking to y'all. Hope everyone has a good one. Take it easy, guys. Now, how do I end the event? Oh, there it is. Bye-bye. Right stream. It's just me and you guys. So, what would you guys like to see? Yo, this beard is gnarly, dude. The drip is immaculate, right? Just look at that drip. Holy. Absolute drip. Anyways, getting in the live. Take it easy, y'all.